Hi there, I'm DANI Henderson, spiritualtherapist.com. That's how you find me, DANIspiritualtherapist.com. In today's lesson, I'm going to bring you some information on how you can look after yourself, your spirit, your soul, and take better care of your mind in these somewhat observable, precarious times of laws changing and systems crumbling and everything we ever knew changing in some way or other. And there's those of you out there that think, what can I do? What can I do? What's my mission? What can I do? You, boo, need to be looking after you. Your first role to you is to look after you, not try and be a hero. And I'm not being rude, but you know, so many of us like, what can I do? What can I do? We've got unhealed wounds in ourselves. We don't need to get on a channel like this. We don't need to be running out and giving ourselves away when we ourselves haven't even contained and protected ourselves. How do we do that? So many ways. I want to start with some really simple, basic, straightforward encouragement and tell you that you're amazing. You are. You just are. And if you can't hear that, then I don't know what to tell you. If you can't honor that you are this being of love, this being of light, this human that holds within it this beautiful soul, and this soul is experiencing all kinds of amazing things and all kinds of dreadful, terrible things all at the same time. It makes the mind chaotic. It brings anxiety. It can bring depression. Remember, anxiety is always worrying about what's next. What's the future? What's the future? What's the future? It's never breathing into the present moment. Depression is always thinking about woulda, coulda, shoulda, the past, what I didn't do, what happened, what I lost, what I didn't do, what I could have done. That is nowhere for you to go right now. That's how we get lost. That's how we get lost. Present, past. Let's be here. Let's be here right now. Let's be here right now with you. And let's focus on you. Now, if you are feeling chaotic, if you are feeling stressed, I want to advise, if you fancy, to bless your home. Bless your own house. Bless it. Bless it. Bless it in many, many different ways. One of the ways you can bless your house is to get rid of clutter, nonsense, toot, rubbish, garbage, magazines, books you don't read, some stuff you haven't touched in years, clothes you haven't worn. Move them out. The only way that we get free in ourselves, I believe, is by taking action towards the thing that we want. If we take any kind of action, we literally change our energy. We can be completely depressed or completely anxious. And if we even for a moment think, okay, I don't feel like doing this, but I'm going to put on my favorite song, boom, bish bosh, there you go. What happens? In an instant, your state changes. Your frame of reference changes. When you do one small thing towards helping you, a tiny fractional action, you shift out of where you were, and then you can think better. Clutter, old stuff, things that hold miserable memories, they create chaos in the mind because every single thing has an element of energetic frequency. Never mind energetic frequency, we connect to those things with emotional frequency. It's a double bubble. It's not great. It's not good for you, for me, for anybody. So let's just take you. Don't jump ahead to your husband, your wife, your kids, your boss, your friends. Don't do that. This is the hero sacrificer mentality. Don't be a hero trying to jump in and save everybody else when you aren't showing yourself that grace or that self-love. You know, all you're saying is, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve. Stop it. Just stop it. Enough now. Just enough, okay? It has to be enough, or it doesn't. Because if you don't decide that you're going to stop putting yourself out there for everybody but yourself, you are no good to everybody. One quick thing, if we're people that take on people's emotions, you know, we're empathic and we feel sorry, you know, and you speak to someone and they're like, oh my God, I feel amazing after talking to you. Thank you so much. This is amazing. It's amazing. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. They walk away and they've dumped their gifts, their learning lessons, their journey in your space. Well, that's not your stuff. It's going to feel horrible in your body. horrible in your body. That's not your stuff. So you may feel awful for a couple of days, but you may think, oh, I'm so glad I helped that person, that person, that person. You did not help that person at all. What you did, and I know you don't know it, maybe you didn't know it, maybe you didn't realize it, and you certainly did not do this on purpose. All you did was prevent that person from healing up that thing that they're working with, because it's their energy. Their energy is going to return to them. That's what energy does. It bounces back, it boomerangs back. We can't hold someone's energy frequency in our own body. We're not designed for that. We're designed for our frequency. Our soul signature recognizes our energy. The person whose pain you're holding unconsciously is going to call back that energy, and then bish bash bosh, there they are again, sitting with their pain. So let's stop trying to heal everyone and hold on to their wounds. Let's instead deal with us first. So you deal with you. Bless the house, clear the clutter, move stuff on. Now, in blessing the house, there's many, many, many different ways to do that. I myself, for years and years, bless land, bless homes, bless offices. I mean, gosh, I've blessed cars, you know, that have had some kind of negative attachment, negative entity, etc., etc. And some, yes, some demonic. Absolutely. That is a real intense energy, and they do exist. However, when you go into fear and think, oh, have I got a demon? Have I got a demon? Don't do that. Just don't do that. Decide. I'm not going to go into fear. I'm not going to go into drama. How about that? Just do not, because you have the power. You have the power. And again, if you can't hear these words, that's okay. Lots of love to you. If you can hear these words and you absorb them and you go, right, I'm going to love me first. I'm going to clear out my clutter. And then I'm going to bless my home. How do we do that? It's so easy. Here's what I do. I always get a bunch of sage, you know, a bunch of dried sage, which now that I'm all plugged in, I've left over there, but a bunch of sage, and I light it. Always put a plate under it, because it always drops ash, always. You don't want to set fire to anything. So that has to be a safety measure that you take, or don't light the sage. So it's real sage, a bunch of sage. You can get it online. You can get it at most, you know, crystal stores, for example. Light the sage and walk around praying and blessing the house, or just saying, I bless this house. I bring my love. If you believe in angels, I bring in the angels. I bring in Jesus. I bring in Yahweh, Hashem, Jehovah, the Prophet Muhammad, you know, Allah, peace be upon him. Whatever is your deference to something of faith, go there and walk around inviting that love vibration in with you. Go to the corners, open the drawers, open the cupboards, and bless and bless and bless your home. Okay? Now, whether you're there or other people are there, another way to bless and hold the energy frequency high, go to somewhere like the dollar store if you don't have Bibles, and go get a ton of Bibles. They're a buck each. Bring them home, light the sage, and bless the Bibles with love. I'm not a Christian, I'm not religious, but I do know, because I've done it for years and years, that powerful, powerful words of love, they work. They work. No matter what religion they're attached to, they work. You want to bless that Bible, bless it with your love, and then you put a Bible under the bed of everybody in the house. It is not manipulating. If your pure intent is to love, that's it. Bible's under the bed. Then you get your frankincense and your myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh. Now, it's not cheap, but don't let that put you off, because how much are you invested in you? How much do you want clearance and clarity and be able to uplift yourself and stay in a frequency of love? Well, on this planet, there's a lot going on. There's a spiritual nonsense going on. I take the frankincense and the myrrh and I will cross myself. I will literally la 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 and do a cross on myself. I'll do a cross here. I'll do a cross on the top of my head. I'll do a cross on the back of my head. I will do both frankincense and myrrh and overlap. I will then go around to every doorway in my home and I will do crosses, double crosses over every door on the inside and the outside. I've got like banging and ginging and all kinds of things going off and all these distractions. I could just go, oh, let me just read that. Let me just read that. No, I'm with you right now. And I'm going to focus on you, because it's time we focused on us. Yeah, you, loving you. I'm not getting all pointy and pointy. I'm just like, get out of here. This energy is trying to come in and go, Danny, let me distract you. Don't tell the people how they can actually heal and heal their wounds and love on themselves. So let's get you all, yeah, up your bum. Right, frankincense and myrrh in and out at every doorway. A Bible after you've blessed it under every single bed. Then, when you have saged your home, now be careful not to put the fire alarms off. I do it all the time. Just get your tea towel and waft, waft, you know, waft it. It'll calm down and then continue. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Yes, indeed. Pure salt. All you do, round every single little doorway, along the doorways, along the windows, upstairs and downstairs. Because guess what? Anything negative that you're getting shot of, this has a sulfuric composite to it. And it has been proven over the millennia, you know, even the Vatican knows this, that salt literally will burn a negative energy coming in, because all energy can be read, all energy can be sensed and felt, and some of us can see it. Therefore, it is an actual thing. It is a thing, and you're going to make it a no thing. You don't want it coming into your beautiful home, your beautiful abode, your car, your office. Now, it's a bit trickier at work. You don't want to be seen. People are so worried about what people think. They might think, who's that loony? What are they doing? Why have they got frankincense and myrrh? Blah, blah, blah. No problem. No problem. Take the salt or don't. You know, also, you can just get some black obsidian, little tiny crystal, black obsidian. You can get some smoky quartz. You can get some tiger's eye, anything like that, that you read up yourself online. You know, think about yourself, give yourself your own prescription of what you feel is going to keep your field safe. People stop dumping their junk in your space, you getting yourself clearer so you can move higher. The higher frequency we emit when we're telling the truth and doing things like this, the sweeter life is going to be, that more strength we're going to have. Absolutely true. No word of any lie whatsoever. Now, one more thing. Holy water. Oh, where do I get holy water? Well, a lot of churches have it. Of course, you want to know the validity of the priests, the monks, the cardinals, the whatever's in there, because obviously those people, unfortunately, cannot all be trusted. And this we know, just the same as every human. Doesn't matter who they are, no matter how high they are. Doesn't mean we should trust them, does it? Of course not. When everything negative comes out about these people, you're like, okay, who do you have? You have you. You have you, boo. You have you. Do you trust you? Do you feel the frequency of love in you? You don't even need to go to a church. You literally run some water. You literally sit in front of that water and you bless it. And don't go into, I'm not worthy. Please don't be a victim and please don't be a martyr. We don't need to do that anymore. That's how I was raised, to think, oh my goodness. And I soon learned, why am I doing that? Why am I, hold on a second. You know, I can hear someone saying, are you saying you're God? Oh, yawn. We are all magnificent and we all came from the Creator, whatever you call the Creator. And if we came from the Creator, that means we have a spark of that in us. Let's focus on that spark. Let's amplify that spark of love, that spark of love. Sit there, be in your beingness, sit with the water in front of you and just send it your love, send it your prayers. Also, a really powerful tool at the same time as blessing the water. Psalm 23, the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer. Now, even if things have been interfered with, messed with, those words work. Those words work. And there's that lovely song. Go on YouTube, look up the Lord's Prayer. It's the Lord's my shepherd, I'll not want. He made me down to lie in pastures green. He leadeth me. You know the rest. Now, Lord's Prayer, goodness gracious. It is a combination of words that didn't just come from the Christians or the Catholics. It is a combination of words that have been found in most of the ancient religions. And I'm talking Sumeria, Babylonia, Egyptian. Oh yeah. Oh, it's all there. It's all there. So no one has claim to those words. And a combination is like beautiful alchemy. Alchemy, love alchemy for you because you deserve it. So I invite you to try these things out, okay? But if you go into the mindset, I am not worthy, just this, then I'm not for you. I'm not for you, and that's okay. It's all right. It doesn't matter. I'm just here because I dealt with a lady last week with 2 little boys. There's entities in the house, there's negative energies in the house, and we went through this, and I thought I need to share this for free on the Small But Mighty channel, and so I am. Now, the other thing you can do also with the holy water is once you've blessed it, or if you go to a church and they sell holy water and then it's blessed, and then you can believe that it's blessed and send your own prayers there. You walk around the home after you've saved and sprinkle, tinkle, winkle, binkle everywhere. Sprinkle it everywhere. Sprinkle it on you. I picked up a lady today on my quad. She was a really elderly lady. She clearly was homeless. She climbed on the back of my quad and her energy was full. I mean, that was a complete, because I was going to do this anyway today. So that was what happened to me. So I'm sitting there and I'm embracing it and I'm imagining myself in a beautiful cocoon of love, and I'm still sending her love. Of course, she's on the back of me. All I had in my purse was 20 bucks. I'm here in the jungle of Costa Rica. You know, there's a lot of people here who live way, you know, it's a third world country. I couldn't understand it completely. I'm still learning Spanish. Anyway, she was glaring at me and she was asking me for money. And I knew that, you know, you don't actually need a translator when someone's asking you money. It's kind of a universally understood thing. So I gave her every penny and I showed her my purse and I gave her, you know, whatever, you know, I had it. I was meeting a friend for coffee and that's all I took. So there's no heroics in it for me whatsoever, but it felt good and I wanted to do it. And then what I did was I just stayed in my own frequency and I just cleared myself. When she got off, I cleared my energy. I sent her love. I didn't go with the empathy of trying to heal her. It's not my job. That's not my job. It's not our job to heal another person. What we can do is send love. Just send love, unattached to it. Because once you emotionally hurt with someone or something, you got a contract. You got an emotional contract with them. I don't want an emotional contract with this sweet old lady on the side of the road that needed 20 bucks to buy some sandals, some flip-flops. I wish her a blessed day, and then I move on. Just sharing. But notice how when you're doing something, how many interruptions that we can get. Back to the holy water, sprinkle dinkle everywhere. Do it in your car, do it around your desk at work. You know, you don't have to be done. Look at me, I'm sprinkling holy water. You know, people will think, nah, sit down, you nut job. It's okay. People are going to think what people think. Let's just focus on you. Let's just focus on you. You know, you give yourself permission to do this. So you've got the sage, the holy water, the frankincense, the myrrh. You have the Bibles, sling them under all the beds. You have the salts, the pink Himalayan salt, rosaries, crucifix, anything like that. Bless it with the frankincense and myrrh. Pour your love into it. You know, hang one on the door, put one, you know, just this is ancient technology. This isn't like, oh, it's back in the 1900s or the 1800s. This is ancient technology. These are some of the physical tools that we can use to keep love resonance in our field, in our space, how we can keep ourselves from being affected by everything and everyone around us. Now, here are some really powerful words that I invite you to say to yourself in the mirror. If you think you've got any kind of attachment, any negativity, anything hounding you, anything that is a thought form that you want to get shot of, you want to shift out of your depression, out of your anxiety, you are tired of being owned by your feelings, here's a really, really great thing. I did it this morning in the mirror. And I stood there and I looked at myself, and also because of that lady that was behind me and just sending me really not good juju. So I stood there and I looked at myself in the mirror. And first of all, I went into love space, into my heart. I love you, Danny. Hold your love. I love the light. I hold my heart in resonance with and of the light. And then I see myself growing into a complete and total light orb, all the way down, underneath, out in front, up above, side to side, light. And then I look at myself dead in the mirror and I say to whatever I might imagine might be there, I say, I rebuke you. I bind you and I cast you out. And you might even want to add, some of the Catholic priests add this. And I demand you go to the foot of the cross and receive your sentence. You might want to put that one in. Notice the firmness in the voice. It's not violent. It's not overly aggressive. It's just like, get out of my space. It's my space. You ain't going to have my space. It's my space. No, you don't get my space, boo. Capiscio? You know. So, I rebuke you. I bind you and I cast you out. Go to the foot of the cross and receive your sentence. Now, one thing to know about demons, demonics, dark ones, negative energies, entities, clingers on, hitchhikers, earthbounds, you name it, they're evolving too. And the minute you give them power, you've given them your power. The minute you go into fear, they're the dominant ones, because dominant energy wins. So know that you can command, demand, bind, cast out, and rebuke any negative energy frequency within your space. It's true. So I am going to leave you with one final thing. If you have children, the children are being affected, teenagers, young ones, come on, we know it. Without going into too much detail here, there is a spiritual war happening in our midst, among us. It's on the ground now. The war is on the ground. Everywhere you look, they know boob tube is our television. They know that. There's infiltration everywhere. You know it. Just feel into it. Just protect yourself. Protect yourself. So angels, angelics, seraphim, cherubim, archangels, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There is infiltration there too. There is in everything. However, when you drop into love and you have discernment, don't go into worshiping. Don't go into being a martyr. Don't go into being a victim. If you're going to invite an angel in, you have to give them your permission. Also know what you're inviting in. Does it feel like love frequency? Or are you going into old programming as a child? Don't go there. Don't go there. Go here. Where are you now in your spiritual maturity? You invite an angelic in, Archangel Michael. There's also a very false Archangel Michael, and I do not recommend Metatron. Deal with that. It's nothing to do with me. That's my own. I do not invite Metatron. So when I'm playing with the angels, I will do something like this. I'll drop into my heart, I'll frequency my light, and I will say to Archangel Michael, I ask you to stand with me. I invite you to stand with me. I give you permission to stand with me, please. And when I feel a resonance of frequency, I know that Archangel Michael comes in with his sword of light. He will smash through, cut through, tie, bind, and cast out anything negative in, around, above, or below you. Archangel Michael also brings an army of light. So oftentimes I'll ask him to come in, stand with me, shoulder to shoulder, checking, looking, and I will bring an army of angels and I will ask him to stand guard in and outside of the house, the home, the land, the car, the business, wherever you go. You get to do that. Do not go into I'm not worthy. Stop it. I know some of you will. It's such an old habit. It's time for that to go. You're not 7 anymore. You are worthy. We can't do anything with the angelic realm or frequencies unless we give them our permission, right? So give them your permission, but stand in grace of self and love first. And if you don't trust yourself, don't do it. Do not do it. Don't bring something in that you can't feel resonance connected to love. Don't be fooled. We're all fooled. I've been fooled my whole life by these things. But no more, I'm done. It's definitely done. Archangel comes in, Archangel Michael, sword of light, army of angels. I also love playing with Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel. I love playing with the energy of Archangel Raphael. I love playing with the energy of Archangel Jophiel. She's a more feminine frequency. I love playing with the energy of Archangel Raziel. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything here. Go read up for yourselves, because what we're doing is we're watching things on YouTube and we're believing every single thing, and we're not finding out for ourselves. We're not looking into ancient texts. We're not looking into ancient stories. We're all sitting and believing the person in front of us. You know, I mean, I've done it, so I know it happens. Don't do that. Go on a journey for yourself. Go and look up the ancient Sumerian gods and what the tablets say and who did this and who did that. And just go look for yourself, go have fun, you know, go read, turn off BoobTube, turn off all the other bloody platforms that get you brainwashed and suck you in, and go read, go find stuff. I mean, you may have to look it up online. Okay, go look it up online, but read more than one philosophy on certain things and sit with it. Ooh, does it resonate? Does it resonate? Does it resonate? And if it does, it does. Okay. You know, I've done that and I've still been wrong, but it's okay. We're on a journey. We're on a journey. With the children, invite them, show them pictures of angels, get them to choose an angel that they resonate with. Print that picture off, put that picture by their bed. Print off the Lord's Prayer, stick it underneath their bed with the words underneath the mattress so you only see the white side. Stick the Lord's Prayer around the house. Stick an Aramaic prayer. Stick anything that has words that penetrate the air particles in your resonance, in your resonance, in your frequency, in your everything. These are ancient sacred tools and techniques that have been left for us in 2022. So why not play with them, take advantage of them, and enjoy them? I am going to leave you with that. The angels, casting out, go to the mirror, Psalm 23, the Lord's Prayer, sing it, play it, write it down, post it, print off pictures of the beautiful angels, the beloveds, your sage, your holy water, your frankincense, your myrrh, your sage, your Bibles, your salt, and your rosaries. And you will feel a beautiful upliftment in your abode, in yourself. Clear out your toot, get rid of the clothes you don't wear, give them away. People are in massive poverty right now. Do what you can do without emptying yourself out. Stop holding people's pain in your frequency, because the minute you feel awful and you're done, that energy goes right back to them and they are stuck again in their pains and you're not helping. So I had to learn that one too. And so I'm letting you know that's what it is. All right. My name is DANI Henderson. I am a spiritual therapist. I've also been a reverend since 2004, but in the metaphysical church, the reason I became a reverend was to marry gay people, because on my watch on this planet, I don't tolerate judgment like that. Who says who can marry who, for example? You know, we're here to love us first. And that is one of the biggest secrets that you and I were never told. So for now, I send you my love, and I'll see you soon. Bless you.